Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis and I want to welcome you back to the Coffee, Computers, and More channel. And today we're going to go ahead and do a little taste test and review of my all-time favorite daily brew. This is something I have drank consistently for the last 3 years, basically 1 to 2 cups every single morning. Believe it or not, it is Great Value French Roast Coffee. Now, at one point there used to be a Great Value Dark Roast and they discontinued that line, and I think that this is what replaced it. It costs $3.92 for a 12 pack. You can get yourself a 96 count box for a little under 25 bucks, which means it basically comes out to being 27 cents per cup. And I don't know about you, but I really can't get a cup of French roast coffee anywhere for 27 cents, or even a refill for that matter. There's some great characteristics about it that I think you should consider if you're a fan of dark roast coffees. I don't know about the origin of it. It's 100% Arabica, but I don't know what the region is. But I will say this, and what's weird about it, for being a value price coffee, over the last 3 years, it always brews. The flavor is consistent. It's smart. It is smoky. It is dark. It is delicious. I've never had a K-cup rupture before, and I just keep buying it. Even though I love all sorts of different coffee, this has always been my go-to in the mornings before I start work. So we're going to go and crack open a K-cup and just take a look at the coffee itself, try to get more characteristics of the smell of the beans before we actually brew it. We're going to brew up a pot of it, and I'm going to let you know what I think of it. And I can already tell you right now, this stuff is delicious. So let's go and check it out. So this is the first time I've ever actually cut open a K-cup of this particular coffee. It is a consistent dark roast. It is a almost fine grind. And I'll tell you what, the smell. Now the box says bold and toasty. It is definitely roasted. It is definitely a dark roast. It's going to smell, I'm going to say it's not going to be burned, but it's going to be just one grade below maybe being overly roasted. It is a very strong smelling coffee, and sometimes, you know, coffee just has kind of plain characteristics, but this definitely has got a stout smell to it. Now on the box, they do show 4 out of 5 beans, so that's going to be the bean scale that you're going to get for the dark level. I don't know if they actually make anything that hits the 5 bean scale, so on a 4 bean scale, the French roast is going to give you 4 beans. And I don't know the caffeine content, but what I can tell you is when I do 2 boxes of this, or I'm sorry, 2 cups of this, 2 cups of this in the morning, I'm pretty much ready to go. Now, for the coffee itself, if you go to Walmart's website, they do sell the 96 count boxes for $24.92, and this is as of June of 2020. They have 12 count boxes for $3.92, 24.2 ounce cans of ground coffee for $6.38, 32 ounce bags of ground coffee for $8.76, and let's see, 12 ounce bags for $3.88, which is not bad because that's basically about $5 a pound. And then finally 48 count boxes for $14.92. I guess they don't make a 24 count box, but it doesn't really matter because it does fit most people's budget. So let's go ahead and brew up one of these. I'm going to tell you about the smell experience because it might be one of those things that's a bit shocking for you if this is your first dark roast coffee, but it does have some interesting characteristics, very similar to like a Sumatra or Indonesian coffees. All right, so we are brewing this in a little $20 Mainstays K-Cup coffee maker. I've been using this guy for a couple years now. Works fantastic. It gets the water up to about 180 degrees, which is near the 192 degree mark for optimal flavor extraction out of your coffee. Now, if this is the first time you've ever brewed dark roast coffee, I want you to be ready. The smell that's going to come out of this, I promise you, the smell is going to be a lot stronger than the flavor. So the smell out of this particular roast, it's almost, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's almost skunky or lager-like, but it also smells, like I mentioned before, like many of the Sumatra or Indonesian coffees that I brewed before. If you've ever been in a coffee shop when it's peak brewing time in that coffee shop, there's just this strong, almost acidic smell in the air. That is what you get out of this particular coffee when you brew it. All right, so let's finish brewing it up. We'll give you the taste test. Okay, so I brewed this up with approximately 6 ounces of purified water, and let's go ahead and just get a little smell and see how it is. You can tell by the smell it's definitely going to be a bolder, darker roast. It doesn't smell light and toasty. It definitely smells a little bit more stout. All right, let's go and try it. So it's crisp. It's not flat. It's got a lot of body to it. That initial taste, dark chocolate is definitely there. Not really cocoa, but more of just the dark chocolate bitterness that you're used to if you enjoy dark chocolate. It doesn't really have like any kind of hints of tobacco or anything spicy at all. A little bit acidic on the back end. And again, it just blows my mind. Every time I make this, I know that Walmart has multiple suppliers for their coffee, but every time I make this, there's never any surprises to it. It always tastes exactly the same. So 3 things about this coffee you should know. So number 1, you should drink this coffee if number 1, you are somebody who enjoys dark roast or you want to try dark roast. Number 2, you don't like surprises. And number 3, you don't like changes in your daily routine, because this stuff has just been awesome. So that's pretty much it. You know, at 25 to 30 cents a cup, it is really hard to beat for a person's budget if you want a good, delicious cup of coffee. I do 1 or 2 of these in the morning, and then I'm pretty much set until late in the afternoon when I have another cup. So this is one of those things where I don't feel like I have to down the whole pot in order to wake up. It is very consistent, and it is very delicious. So great value French roast. In my opinion, you really can't go wrong. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's my take on this budget price coffee. It's something that I think you're going to like. Make sure you check it out. You can get it at walmart.com. You can buy it at Walmart's anywhere, just back in the coffee section. You might not be able to find that 96 count box at your local Walmart. The box is pretty big. And I noticed that smaller Walmarts don't always have it. They'll have the 12 and the 48. But if you can find a 96, it is the lowest price per K-Cup that you can possibly get. So anyway, that's it, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my other videos if you enjoy watching coffee reviews, or if you're curious about any of the coffees that I've tested on the channel. We also check out retro technology in this channel too. So I've got some old school computer reviews, peripherals, can't even talk today, electronic devices, and so on. So make sure you check it out. So in the meantime, guys, have fun, be safe. This is Coffee, Computers, and More. And we'll talk to you soon. Drink lots of coffee. Bye-bye.